Back here in between games, getting ready for Roseburg boys basketball as they get to take on South Eugene tonight in the Southwest Conference matchup. Head coach Jordan Humphreys joining us here as we get ready for our second game of the day. Coach, you guys coming off of a game at Sheldon where, I thought to start out that game, obviously you guys a little shaky to begin, but then the final three quarters, you guys played really close with them. Are you hoping to obviously build off of that finish that you guys had and then avoid giving yourself such a deficit to come back here today?
Yeah, definitely starting in a hole at Sheldon is always a tough hole to dig out of, and hopefully we can build off the momentum like you talked about and start a little bit stronger today and not put ourselves in a hole.
We talked after that game, and you didn't want to make any excuses. You guys just didn't play good enough. What have you seen from the team? You guys had a little bit extra time here before your next game, another week off, and you guys definitely have had plenty of time off. But what have you seen in the practices since that game at Sheldon?
Yeah, definitely trying to bring some more energy to practice. Guys trying to step up and create that energy so it doesn't have to come from coaches, and trying to start practice strong and get guys competing on every possession, and hopefully that shows in today's game.
You guys looking at a South Eugene team that look like they've had some of their struggles record-wise, a chance to be a competitive game and a chance to get one here at home. Breaking down South Eugene, what do you think about their strengths out there?
They're definitely guard-heavy and got a lot of guys on the perimeter that can play well, but not so strong in the post, and hopefully we can take advantage of that and kind of get the ball inside where we have a little bit of an advantage where we usually don't, but I think we can take advantage of that tonight.
They always seem to be a team that does pretty well out there at the outside shooting. How do you guys work hard to protect that three-point line? I know that's been a tough thing at times for you guys to be able to keep people off the line and be able to get them to maybe try and take it inside. Is there a focus at trying to take away that outside shot at all? Yeah,
it definitely starts with before your guy gets the ball, in which we've been working on better pressure off the ball and being in correct position so they can't catch and shoot, and trying to run them off the three-point line a little bit.
For you guys, how you guys feeling at this point in the season health-wise? You've had a lot of downtime, so hopefully you think guys are well-rested and ready to go for the stretch run here.
Well-rested, yes, in shape. Maybe not as much with all the breaks that we've had. Not the type of shape we'd like to be in right now. But as far as healthiness and no injuries, so we should be good there.
All right, Coach, good luck out there tonight.
Okay, thank you.
That is head coach of the Roseburg boys basketball team, Jordan Humphreys, giving us a few moments in the pregame show here today. Counting down towards tip-off for Roseburg boys and South Eugene. As we make our way there, want to remind everybody that we are streaming live with video online at 541radio.com. Welcome in, everybody. Game 2 of our doubleheader today. Tonight's game is streaming live online at 541radio.com and on our YouTube channel. You can find it on YouTube, search 1490 The Score. You'll see our broadcast streaming live there, and we hope that you subscribe to our channel so you can follow Roseburg High Sports throughout the entire school year. We'll be covering boys and girls basketball when the opportunities allow us here the rest of this way. We are covering all the boys' games, and then when the girls play on the same night, then we will cover those ones as well, or if for some reason the boys aren't playing and the girls are, we'll try to get those games on. But it is allowing us the opportunity to cover a few more of the girls' games throughout this year, which has been fun to get a chance to see them a little bit more often. So subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow the action with us there. It is Roseburg High Sports, streaming online at 541radio.com and on our YouTube channel 1490 The Score. Want to say thanks to our sponsors that help make it possible. Sponsors like Cascade Community Credit Union belong to Douglas County. Good Vibration Solutions for home theater and automotive audio. You can feel it at Good Vibes, and by DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. We'll have a look at your starters here coming up, but first taking a look back for Roseburg. They've lost 3 straight. They are coming off of a 65-56 loss at Sheldon in their Southwest Conference opener. It's kind of crazy. The Roseburg boys had been off for 23 days before they took on the Sheldon Irish last Saturday. And then the schedule was just set up that they had another 7 days off. They didn't play again until today. So last Saturday, the last action for the Roseburg boys. I talked with Coach after that game, and his comments were, hey, look, we're not making any excuses. They had been off for 23 days, got out to a slow start. Everybody's going to think, hey, they were rusty. They were, just maybe just not ready for a game because they'd been off for so long. said, hey, we're not making any excuses. And some people might say we were rusty or whatever, the long layoff, something to do. No, we just didn't have the energy we needed to. So he's hoping that they bring it a little bit more here today, because after they fell behind 22-7 in the first quarter, Roseburg outscored Sheldon 49-43 over the final 3 quarters of that game. They got within 8 in the fourth quarter but couldn't get any closer. So it very much was obvious their big deficit early in that game was the reason that Roseburg could not close things out. They played with Sheldon the rest of the way and actually outscored them by 6, but it was too much of a hole to dig out of. Meanwhile, on the other side, South Eugene, a tough year for head coach Dave Hancock, and I don't know how long he's just been a staple, a cornerstone at South Eugene for ages. Hancock has them out to a 1-10 record, 0-2 in conference play. Their last conference game against South Medford last Saturday, they fell 85-30 against the Panthers. South Medford jumped out to a 30-5 lead in the first quarter. So much like Roseburg against Sheldon, South Eugene found themselves down by a massive hole after the first quarter. And South Medford able to cruise to the victory there, winning by 55. South Eugene trailed 55-13 at halftime, and they did not make a three-pointer in that game. So normally South Eugene, a team that is pretty good at shooting the long ball. They've had some great shooters throughout time with Dave Hancock there in the Southwest Conference, but didn't make any against South Medford. We'll see if Roseburg can push them off the line here tonight. Roseburg did have a couple of guys miss a few practices this week. We'll see how that affects them going into the matchup and see if that allows them, if they still got the depth that they need for this game going up against South Eugene in this matchup. Joey Keyran here with you from Roseburg High School. Not sure if we are doing an anthem again. If not, we may need to get our break in here quick. But we'll have your starting lineups coming up here in just a few as we count down towards tip-off for our second game of the day. Quick reminder that we'll have Oregon State versus Oregon basketball coming up. They are playing in Eugene this evening at 7 o'clock from Matthew Knight Arena. And that game will be tipping off at 7 o'clock. We'll have pregame coverage coming up at 6:30 for you here on The Score. So tune in for the broadcast, the rivalry matchup. Mike Parker will have the call of Beavers basketball against Oregon coming up for you here at pregame at 6:30, tip-off at 7 o'clock here on The Score coming up here this evening. All righty. I think we are about to get an answer on our question about the anthem. Not 100% sure. I think actually they are still seeking to find out that answer. All kind of makes difference on when we take some timeouts here. They are cutting the music here. Let me check real quick back in the studio. Craig, we still got 2 minutes left to go, Craig, in our pregame breaks. Okay, we do have a 2-minute break still left to go. They are going to do an anthem, so we'll get ready to take that final break. That'll work out perfect. All right, let's go ahead and take a 2-minute break. We'll come back with your starting lineups here as we get ready for boys basketball. Roseburg and South Eugene squaring off. Both teams looking for a win in conference play when we return on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Welcome to The Score, WR.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros.
These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
South Eugene. Now the starting lineup for your Roseburg Indians, a senior number 2, Colt Marsters.
Welcome you back here to Roseburg High School, getting ready for tip-off tonight. Let's take a look at your starting lineups for the South Eugene Axe, led by head coach Dave Hancock. It'll be senior Parker Saunders, a guard, along with senior Oscar James, another guard. At a forward position, a senior Blake Sabato. Solomon Knights, a junior, will be a guard out there, and senior Leif Thompson, a forward, another senior on the roster. For the home Roseburg Indians, Jordan Humphreys, head coach. Starting 5, senior Colton Marsters, along with junior Carter Stedman. Ben Pike, a senior at a post position. Boston Williams, the junior, at a guard position. And rounding out the starting 5 will be Carson Six at a forward position. That is your starting lineups for today's matchup between Roseburg and South Eugene. The tip-off is up, and it is won by South Eugene. In their road purples with the black offset trim. Numbers on the front and the back in black. Moving left to right on your radio dial. Big man driving in. That is Solomon Nice, 6'5". Boy, he looks big, and his first pass is tipped out of bounds. It'll go to Roseburg. Roseburg in the home whites with the black numbers on the front and the back. Roseburg across the chest in black for the Tribe. And the ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Roseburg. Colton Marsters handling the ball there. Had it knocked away by Oscar James. Inbound to Stedman. Near side here to Marsters. Makes the baseline pass to Ben Pike, and Pike underneath gets hit as he goes up. He'll draw the foul from South Eugene.
Ben Pike at the line for Roseburg.
7:32 to go here in the first period. Opening 30 seconds. Ben Pike going to try and get Roseburg on the board first. And the senior will hit the first of 2 free throws. Second free throw. He's got that high rainbow shot, and he puts it through. 2-0 Roseburg in front here, opening 30 seconds of the ball game. Coming from the free throw line, the points there. Marsters in the corner, marking against James. He drives in, passes it off. Nice, the jumper from the free throw line, off the mark, pulled down by Stedman. Up the floor, Roseburg into the middle. Boston Williams trying to attack. His shot just short. And the rebound pulled down by the Axe. Up the floor, Nice with it on the right wing. Home crowd wanting a travel call. Don't get it at the right elbow. Pass it away. Saunders driving baseline. Wanted the skip pass. And a whistle. They're going to say South Eugene basketball. Not a foul, but a ball out of bounds off of Roseburg. Tipped out of bounds on the baseline. Saunders bounces it into Nice. He'll drive in. Kicks out to the top. With it, driving right side, is Thompson. Pass out to James, and they'll reset. The Axe trailing 2-0, 6:45 opening period. Saunders on the left wing. Pass it across the floor to James. He'll try the three. Looks off, and it is. Front iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Pike. And up the floor comes Roseburg. Pike getting it into the half court. Cutting to the rim. He won't get the feed from Marsters. Now bounce it into the middle. Trying to get it in to Pike, and it's tipped out of his hands. Stays with Roseburg. Roseburg trying to work it inside against this South Eugene team that does have the height advantage. Stedman inbounds into Williams. Corner three. Boston off the mark. Just a bit flat as it falls off the iron. Rebound pulled down by the Axe. Roseburg almost got that ball poked away in the backcourt. Into the front court. South Eugene, head fake in the corner. Sabato drives in. The runner from the baseline off the mark, and trying to save it in was Leif Thompson, and he couldn't. Roseburg boxing out well against Solomon Nice, who is definitely taller than pretty much everybody on the floor for Roseburg, and he tried to fight off that box out and had a hard time doing so, had players on the floor. Roseburg working it up. Carson Six brings it into the half court. Going to go coast to coast, wrapped around pass, gets it wide open. Ben Pike underneath. He's got 4 points to lead Roseburg to a 4-0 lead. 5:53 to go first period. Roseburg in front. With it, James between the circles, tries to cut it, get it to a cutting Saunders. It falls into the hands of Solomon Nice. His turnaround jumper off the mark. Boston Williams fighting for the rebound. A wild attempt to get there. Sabato steps on the sideline and will give it back to Roseburg. He tried his best to steal that one away, but he couldn't keep his feet underneath him. Steps on the sideline, turns it over. Roseburg. Full court press from South Eugene. Roseburg gets it into Marsters, working against James, and a whistle in the backcourt. Oscar James will get called for the foul.
Foul against Oscar James.
That'll be the second against South Eugene, and that is the first against Oscar James. Roseburg will have it on the sideline. They were in the wrong spot. The official sets the ball down. Six will get it into Stedman, working one-on-one against Saunders to bring it into the front court. Screen, get it to Marsters, drives in, makes the baseline cutter pass, and Ben Pike again continues to find the open space. Pike has 6, Roseburg's in front 6-0. Up the floor, Saunders around Marsters, baseline jumper, falls off for Sabato, rebound on the floor, tipped by Stedman, but it stays with South Eugene. Out at the top, James gets it to Saunders, thought about a 3, doesn't take it with 6 in front of him. Driving in, right side, Thompson gets stuck on the right block, and he'll get it to Solomon Nice. We'll reset here in the half court for the Axe. 4:52 and counting in the first period. Roseburg on top, 6-0. Driving right side, getting to the baseline, a little push-off jumper. It falls off the rim for Oscar James. He's 0 for 2 to start out the ball game. Lob to the rim. Pike there again. Ben Pike has 8 to start out the game. He's got all 8 for Roseburg. They're on top 8-0. 4.5 to go first period. It is the Ben Pike show here early on, and a timeout as South Eugene gets it into the half court. The Axe want to talk about it here. 8-0 your score in the first period. South Eugene, a 30-second timeout, will take it as well on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Roseburg leading 8-0 over South Eugene. It's all 8 for Ben Pike so far. 3 of 3 from the floor, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. South Eugene out of the timeout with the basketball on the right side of the floor. Solomon Nice, pass it around. They go into the middle of the floor, find the baseline cutter, ball tipped around. Roseburg will get the steal. About 3 different people had a chance of trying to pull that one in. Boston Williams driving past the defense, stops at the free throw line. His pass is poked away, and now South Eugene called for a foul. Blake Sabato going to get called for the loose ball foul as he shoved, I think, Boston Williams there as the fight for the basketball. Laid a shoulder into him, gave him a shove. 3:58 to go here in the opening period of play. That'll be the third foul called against South Eugene. Stedman gets it in the backcourt, pass across the timeline to Marsters, drives right side, head fake by Williams, won't take the shot, back out to the top to Stedman. They'll call out the offense. Coach Humphreys on the sideline, yelling it out. Out at the top, open look at a 3 by Boston Williams. That one halfway down before it comes back out. And the rebound hauled in by South Eugene, and a foul in the backcourt. A little bit of pushing and shoving from both sides. The crowd getting a bit fired up on the whistle. They're going to call the foul against Carson 6. That'll be the first team foul against Roseburg. First against 6. Full court pressure by Roseburg, and the inbound pass never touched. I might have got a finger on it there. It was Oscar James, and South Eugene will turn it over. 8-0 score, 3:34 to play here in the first period. Marsters gets it in the backcourt, tries to feed it to Ben Pike. They double team him. Jump ball called. His body's on the floor. And the possession arrow favors Roseburg. They'll get the ball back, leading 8-0. Pike will inbound from the baseline. Gets it into 6 and a whistle. Parker Saunders trying to guard Carson 6. A little bit too close there. And Saunders will pick up the foul.
Trey Saunders comes in for South Eugene.
I think that should be the 4th against South Eugene. There it is. And the first for Saunders. Parker Saunders takes a seat. Trey Saunders comes into the game. Deep 3 by Boston Williams. Another one that just doesn't want to go down. He's had 2 look halfway down before they came back out. He'll try it again from the left wing. That one off the front iron, no good. 0 for 4 to start for Boston Williams from behind the arc. He's 0 for 5 from the floor. Williams marking against James. He drives right to the rim. That shot tipped by 6 right at the bucket. And Roseburg comes down with the stop. They feed it down to Pike. He finds a cutting Carson 6, who catches and takes it to the rim to finish. And Roseburg running through their offense nicely out to a 10-0 lead. 2:50 to go. Over 5 minutes scoreless for South Eugene here in the first period. With it, driving right side, Saunders hands it off. Sabato out to the top to James. Marked by Stedman. Drives right side to the free throw line. Pulls up for the jumper from 12 feet out. No good. Rebound in the middle by Saunders. His putback no good. A third look for South Eugene and no good. And finally Roseburg down with the rebound. Valentini is the one that missed the final attempt. Ben Pike in the middle. The reverse lay-in. He's got 10 points in the first period. Roseburg's on top 12-0. Roseburg in control early. 2:11 to play in the first period. Right side with it. Trey Saunders, the younger of the Saunders brothers. Out to the top. Thompson. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first period. Backdoor cutter, Trey Saunders, and he tried to make the extra pass to Sabato, but quick recovery by Colton Marsters to tip the ball out of bounds. Danil Olsen and Micah Mendoza will check in for Roseburg for 6 and Williams. Also back in is Solomon Nice for South Eugene, and Robert Herbert will check into the game for the first time. 1:53 to go. 12-0 Roseburg in front here in the first quarter. Saunders gets it. Trey Saunders pulls up for the long jumper off the mark, and Olsen down with the rebound. Cold start for South Eugene. Long pass up the floor. Ben Pike, and no. It's an offensive goaltending on Micah Mendoza. The ball still in the cylinder as he tried to throw down the one-handed putback dunk. That was highlight reel worthy, but the ball still in the cylinder. Stays 12-0 Roseburg. That's the first miss for Ben Pike, by the way. I guess it goes down technically as that. Foul called against Roseburg. Carter Stedman picking up his first. Second against Roseburg. No. Shooter or no? Yeah, they are going to give him a 2-point or 2-shot foul. Nope, they tank it away. It's not a shooting foul. So it'll be an inbound from the baseline for South Eugene. They turn things over. Oscar James inbounding. Lobs it out to the top. With it is Valentini, Isaac Valentini, who had come back or has checked into the game. Oscar James will get it. Down to 1:23 to go here in the first period. Still scoreless for South Eugene. Closing in on a 7-minute scoreless drought to start the game. Valentini driving, left side. Shot blocked by Pike, but it goes right to Herbert. Out to the top. James going to drive in. No good. Rebound tipped. It goes to Herbert again. He drives in. Left hand, and Robert Herbert will finally get South Eugene on the board. They go 7 minutes without a point. Into the right blocks. Olsen, pass gets away. James, crossover, gets in the middle. He'll finish with the right hand.
Oscar James.
Some strong handles there by James. A 4-0 run has South Eugene back within 8. Micah Mendoza fires one up at the rim. It falls off, no good. Up the floor quickly. Trey Saunders will draw a foul from Danil Olsen. 1-on-1. Saunders out in front. He will head to the free throw line with 28.3 to go. As dominant as Roseburg was in this opening period, a chance at the free throw line to cut it down to a 6-point game for South Eugene before we go to the second period. 28.3 to go. First free throw goes through for Trey Saunders.
Oscar James comes out.
12-5 the score. Oscar James will get a break as Parker Saunders back in the game. Trey Saunders at the free throw line makes them both. 6-point game. South Eugene back in striking distance here. After their cold start, they've scored 6 points in about 40 seconds. 17 seconds to play first period. Stedman drives left side, head fake, pulls it back out. 10 seconds to go. Olsen has it, driving left side, and a whistle. Stops play. Give him the continuation. He will not, but he did make the bucket. 7.9 seconds to go. 15 foul against South Eugene, and that is the first against Robert Herbert. Inbound will come from the near sideline. 7.9 seconds to go. Inbound goes to Stedman, gets to Marsters. 5 seconds. Marsters, right side, gets to the rim. Oh, he can't get the shot to fall, but he will head to the free throw line for a look at 2.
Foul against Parker Saunders.
That foul goes against Parker Saunders. With 2.7 seconds to go, Marsters got right to the rim, but could not get it to fall. First free throw is short. Roseburg basketball here on the score is brought to you by Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces in the area. Hunter Fullerton and Jace Wilder will come into the game for Roseburg. 2.7 seconds. Second free throw. Marsters, long rebound, pulled down by Herbert. Baseball shot off the mark by Parker Saunders. So at the end of one period, it's 12-6. Roseburg in front. They led by as many as 12 in that opening period. We'll go to the second quarter after a 60-second break on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
Hey there, sports fans. It's Joey Kieran with the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. We're bringing you more local sports content as we change up our weekday sports lineup. We've got the Bald-Faced Truth with John Canzano, noon to 3 every weekday. And then from 4 to 6, it's the James Crepia Show. More local sports talk here on Douglas County's home for sports, the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Second quarter starting up here from Stuart W. Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. Joey Kieran here with you. Roseburg leading 12-6 on top of South Eugene. The Axe will start with the basketball and immediately turn it over on the inbound pass. Up the floor, it's Micah Mendoza. Gets hacked as he goes to the rim. And that'll send Micah to the free throw line. The turnover there by it was Solomon Nice inbounding, intended for Isaac Vellatini. And he just was off the mark with the pass, went right to Roseburg. The steal, and then now the chance to go to the line. The lefty, Micah Mendoza, misses. Roseburg's got to get the free throw action going here. After starting with 2 free throws by Ben Pike, Roseburg's missed their next 3. and make it 4 as that one rattles out for Mendoza. So empty trip to the line for Roseburg to start out the ball game, and a turnover on the other side. Lost out of bounds by South Eugene as they try to press it up the floor. So Roseburg in front, 12-6 here, opening 15 seconds of the second period. Leading the way in scoring, 10 points for Ben Pike, who at the moment is on the bench getting a break. Daniil Olson driving in, tries to split the defense, gets a shot up, but it doesn't go. Surprised he even got that ball to the rim. On the other side, quick transition, step around. Isaac Valentini will make the bucket. It's a 4-point game. Give credit to South Eugene fighting their way back within 4 after trailing by 12 in that first period. Chase Wilder gets it out at the top. Daniil Olson gets it left side of the key. Drives to the free throw line, got it poked away, gets it back, and nearly traveled, and he will get called for the travel. Turns it over. He wanted a foul call. Quickly into the half court goes South Eugene. Oscar James will bounce it away to Nice on the far side. The big man well away from the hoop. Roseburg going with their zone here. Trey Saunders, bounce it left side, nice, baseline, somehow got it to James before he stepped out of bounds. James in the middle, an off-balance floater is off the mark. Rebound came down to Marsters. Marsters going coast to coast, and he will not get the bucket to fall. Once again, gets to the rim and can't get it to fall. So Colton Marsters will go back to the line. He's 0 for 2 there, looking to try and get his first.
Colton Marsters shooting for Roseburg.
2 points for Carson 6, 10 points for Ben Pike for Roseburg in that first period. And Marsters misses the front end. He'll have another one coming. Marsters averaging a team high 10.6 points a game. Was right on the bubble of Southwest Conference scoring leaders, top 10. Second one off the mark. He'll get his own rebound though. Gets caught on the baseline. Skip pass all the way out to Mendoza. Driving in, Mendoza, the left-handed runner from the baseline. No good. And up the floor comes South Eugene trying to poke the ball away from the backside. Colton Marsters will trip up Trey Saunders, knock him to the ground, and called for the foul. Marsters picking up his first. That is the 4th against Roseburg. 8 for South Eugene. Inbound goes to Vellatini. Into the corner, Trey Saunders a 3. No good. A lot of purple underneath. Vellatini collects the rebound. Out to the top for Herbert for a 3. That's off the mark. And now Valentini another rebound. Long 2. Buried it in. Solomon Nice gets his first 2. It's a 2-point game. A game of runs for us here. Roseburg started the game a 12-0 run. Now it has been a 10-0 run for South Eugene to get back in this one. Marsters dribbles it off his own foot. I thought that looked like it had gone off of Oscar James, but instead it goes off of Marsters, according to the official. And Roseburg will be back on defense. James goes to the floor. Travel called against Oscar James, or no, Solomon Nice, turns it over. Marsters will take a seat. Carter Stedman back into the game for Roseburg. Mendoza will get into the backcourt, brings it through the center circle, dribbles left side, hesitation, gets to the rim, throws it down! A big dunk for Micah Mendoza. Mendoza gets the first 2 for Roseburg since their 12-0 start. He is elevating there, finishing with the left hand for the sophomore. In the corner, Valentini tries a 3 off the back iron. High rebound pulled down by Herbert. His shot put back no good. Rebound tipped. Stays with South Eugene. Oh, man, that dunk. That was something. And if you got a guy that could do something like that, you want to see him do more. 14-10, Roseburg in front, led by as many as 12. Inbound for South Eugene, into the corner. Saunders a 3, buries the rainbow. Trey Saunders gets the first 3 of the game for South Eugene. They're back within 1. And pressure out at the top. On top of Stedman was Oscar James, who has some complaints about the foul call.
Foul against Oscar James.
And should be 1-1s here. There we go. 9 team fouls against South Eugene. Roseburg into the bonus. But that's, if you're South Eugene, you're kind of willing to take that. Right now, the Axe, they've sent Roseburg to the line 4 times, and Roseburg is 2 of 8 from the charity stripe. 5:09 on the 101-1. Carter Stedman will get the first. Roseburg led 12-0 in this game, but South Eugene has battled their way back. Stedman's second free throw is good. Timeout taken by Roseburg. With 5:09 to go before halftime, the Tribe taking a timeout. We'll go ahead and take a quick one as well. This is Roseburg basketball on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Back here at Roseburg High School, that was some dunk moments ago by Micah Mendoza. I got it for you here for those that are watching online at 541radio.com and on our YouTube channel. Micah, the sophomore, throwing it down with the left hand. That was something else, helping Roseburg get back on the board after a bit of a lengthy drought. Out of the Roseburg timeout, it is South Eugene basketball. Roseburg with the full court pressure. And South Eugene will get it into the half court. Oscar James gets it to Trey Saunders, and he'll have the soft touch to get it to drop through. 2 points for South Eugene. Up the floor, Roseburg. Olsen gets it, and a turnaround jumper from the baseline for Danil Olsen is good. Back to a 3-point lead for Roseburg after South had cut it back to a 1-point game again. Solomon Nice goes in. The finger roll, no good. Rebound, offensive putback, no good for Sabato. A couple of tries from right at the rim, and South Eugene can't get it. 4.5 to play here in the first half. Roseburg in front by 3. Backing it all the way out is Stedman. Stedman goes left, got the big man against him, and he swats it out of bounds. So the shot by Stedman redirected by Solomon Nice out of bounds. Roseburg will stack it up on the baseline. Olsen inbounding. Got to go somewhere with it. Gets it to Stedman. Stedman in the middle. That one bounced off of somebody's foot, turned over. And Roseburg couldn't get the offensive possession to go. Midway point of the second quarter, a 3 from the corner rolls through for Robert Herbert. And a 3-point bucket ties us up 18-18 here in the second quarter at the 4-minute mark. Mendoza with it out at the top. I don't think they're going to let him get quite to the edge again, will they? He drives baseline. That ball knocked out of his hands. He wanted a foul, doesn't get it. It'll be a block shot by Saunders. Mendoza ended up on the ground. Thankfully, that ball didn't hit him as it came down as he was sitting out of bounds. And Olsen gets it to Mendoza. Corner 3, no good. Pike fight for the rebound, and it'll go to South Eugene. 18 all. Looking for their first lead in the game is South Eugene. Give them credit. They were down 12-0, couldn't do anything. Were scoreless for the first 7 minutes of the game, and now they are tied at 18. Stepping on the sideline in front of the Roseburg bench is Trey Saunders. Turns it over. Saunders with 7 points in the ball game, but gives it back to Roseburg with 3:33 to go here in the second quarter. Tie ball game at 18 all. Stedman will bring it up for Roseburg. Stedman, Pike, Marsters, Olsen, and Mendoza on the floor for the Tribe. Mendoza gets it left side. Olsen working underneath. Wanted to get it to him, but he couldn't. And before Pike can get into the lane, a foul is called, and that should send Ben Pike to the free throw lane.
Foul against Solomon Nice.
Should be the 10th foul against South Eugene. Double bonus here.
For Roseburg.
So 2 shots coming up for Ben Pike. That foul goes against Solomon Nice. Picks up his second. First free throw good for Ben Pike. Second free throw is good as well. Pike having a great start to this ball game. Puts Roseburg back in front, 20-18. Up the floor, Herbert, an open look at a 3. The lefty off the mark, rebound tipped up. Pike will get to it. And he'll slow it down. Up the floor now to Mendoza in the left corner, working against Herbert. Jabs left, goes right, pass it back to Olsen. The extra pass probably not needed. Turnover, up with it, the Axe, up the floor. Herbert left side, glides to the rim, and Robert Herbert will tie it back up again at 20-all. Mendoza, the other side, goes into the lane. Offensive foul. Turnover by Roseburg.
Foul against Mike Mendoza.
Mendoza will pick up his first. 2:47 to go here in the first half. Full court pressure applied by Roseburg is just Stedman in the backcourt against James. James behind the back dribble. Into the half court, pass away left side, nice looking baseline. Saunders, catch and shirt, turnaround jumper, no good. Mendoza with the rebound. Pass up to Marsters, nearly turned it over. Makes the no-look bounce pass to Ben Pike, and Pike picks up right where he left off. Puts Roseburg back in front by 2, 22-20. 2:21 to go here in the first half. Trey Saunders with it on the left side, working against Marsters. Nice now on the near side. To Herbert at the right elbow. Easy catch and shoot turnaround jumper, but it rims out. Roseburg down with the rebound, pushing it up the floor, and Marsters, quarterback on the football team. This time his pass down court just outside the stretch of Ben Pike's fingers. Marsters, very good season in football this year for Marsters. Wasn't sure if he'd play basketball, decided to come out. They are happy about that. He's their leading scorer, but on that touch pass there, too much. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Roseburg in front by 2. Oscar James out at the top. Crossover, lost it, kicked the ball, picks it up from the free throw line, launches a shot. It's no good. Rebound easily down to Roseburg. Nobody underneath for South Eugene. Mendoza gets it left side in the corner. Back out to the top to Stedman. They'll reset the offense. Oscar James out there working against Stedman. Stedman, they're trying to force him to go left. He'll pass it away right to Pike. Pike gets it to Olsen, left side of the key, going to drive in, backing his way in, gets underneath against Nice, tries to reverse, and he just got too far underneath. Rebound up to the Axe, up the floor. That shot was blocked. It was Leaf Thompson and then skying in, Mendoza there to swat it. He'll get the assist here if that ball goes in. Olsen can't get the 3 to drop. Offensive board, Mendoza tries a 3, misses everything. And both teams just up there launching right now. Minute 2 to go. 62 seconds left in the first half. A chance to tie or take the lead for South Eugene. Solomon Nice brings it up the floor. Working against Olsen. Gets the first step. Gets in the lane. The finger roll no good. And a whistle. And it's going to be a foul on Micah Mendoza. Hopping along the line on the far side. Coach Jordan Humphreys wanted an offensive foul against Solomon Nice, but he will not get the call. Mendoza picks up his second. Solomon Nice, 6'5", right in front of the rim. Couldn't get that finger roll to fall, but he's got a chance to tie it up at the line. First one bounces around and falls through. Second free throw coming for Nice. That one was strong, but he had the backspin on it to get it to stay in the cylinder and fall through. Solomon Nice gets 2 at the line to tie it up, 22-all, 52.3 seconds to go. Roseburg trying to retake the lead going into the halftime break. Stedman brings it through on top the black R and this orange circle at midcourt. Pressure on the near sideline, stepping out of bounds. Bumped Isaac Vellatini. Gets Mendoza to turn it over, and a timeout taken by South Eugene with 40.3 seconds to go in the first half. Tie ball game, 22-all. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout and come back with more here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Sports fans, it's Joey Kieran with the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. We're bringing you more local sports content as we change up our weekday sports lineup. We've got the Bald-Faced Truth with John Canzano, noon to 3 every weekday, and then from 4 to 6 is the James Crepia Show. More local sports talk here on Douglas County's home for sports, the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
40.3 seconds to go here in the first half. Roseburg in the bonus. South Eugene a chance to try and take the lead before halftime after trailing by as many as 12 in the first quarter. Out at the top with it, Valentini will pass it away to James here on the near side. James driving right side against Stedman. 25 seconds to go in the first. Backs it out. Roseburg applying a lot of pressure out near midcourt. Valentini will work against Mendoza. Pass it into the middle. Herbert gets it back out to James. They're trying to kill the clock here, but Roseburg applying some tough defense. 10 seconds to go. James with it. Goes left side at the free throw line. Tries to step around the defender, and he gets the runner. First lead of the game, 24-20 for South Eugene. The first half will come to an end with the Axe in front. They overcome a 12-0 deficit in the first period and lead by 2 as we go to the halftime break. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and come back with your halftime show on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother, and I am an American soldier. I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Back here at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium, where the Roseburg boys trail against South Eugene 24-22 here at the break. Roseburg in that first half, what a back and forth. Roseburg led 12-0 in the first period, but South Eugene finished on a 6-0 run to make it 12-6 going to the second, and they would continue on, and eventually our score would be tied at 18 all. At the 4-minute mark of the second period, that is where things would be evened up for the first time, and the teams would be trading it back and forth. Roseburg never trailed in the game until a 2-point bucket by South Eugene just before the halftime break gave the Axe a 24-22 advantage. And so that is our score here at the break, 24-22. We'll come back. We will look at more of the numbers from the first half and keep recapping things and take a look at what's coming up for the second half as we take a 2-minute timeout and continue with the halftime show here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com.
Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Here at the break, it is 24-22 South Eugene in front of Roseburg. Roseburg High Sports here on The Score is brought to you by Fisher's Hearth and Home and by Flyway Travel. You can contact their travel experts for your travel plans, 672-5701. By Roseburg Honda, buying a car can be a hassle, but at Roseburg Honda it's different. Customer satisfaction is their highest priority. Roseburg Honda, they treat you like family because they are family. Taking a look at scores from the first half. 24 points in the game for South Eugene. Leading the way with 7 is Trey Saunders and Robert Herbert, both coming off of the bench to be the leading scorers for the Axe. 4 points for Oscar James, 4 points for Solomon Nice, and 2 points for Isaac Valentini. On the other side for Roseburg, 22 points in the first half. Leading the way with 14 is Ben Pike. He scored 10 in the first period, scored the first 10 points of the game for Roseburg. Then behind him with 2 points, a lot of guys. Micah Mendoza with 2 on a monster jam. Carter Stedman with 2. Daniil Olson with 2. And Carson Six with 2 points for Roseburg so far in the first half of our ball game. 24-22 is our score. Earlier today, we brought you coverage of Roseburg girls basketball. They were up 18-15 at halftime, but South Eugene caught fire in the second half, pulled away for a 49-28 victory. Coming up for our next broadcast of Roseburg High Sports, we will be here, on the road. It's a makeup game. February 1st, the Roseburg boys and girls will be taking on South Medford. The girls will be at home. The boys will be on the road. We'll be traveling to Medford to cover Roseburg boys at South Medford on February 1st. We'll have that one for you streaming live online at 541radio.com and also here on The Score. Let's go ahead and take another 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll get you ready to go for the second half. This is Roseburg basketball on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother, and I am an American soldier. I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
As a doctor, I kept myself safe from COVID by following all the proper protocols. Then I visited my family, and we all got COVID. I debated getting the vaccine since I gained the COVID antibodies. I changed my mind because I learned the antibodies may not offer full protection. But getting the vaccine after COVID can help prevent you from getting sick again. It also lowers your risk of getting someone else sick. So whether you've already had COVID or you're still unvaccinated, please get the vaccine.
Welcome back in, everybody. Joey Kieran here with you from Roseburg High School, getting ready for the second half. We'll go ahead and keep it right here and get ready for the third quarter as Roseburg trails 24-22 against the visiting South Eugene Axe. Both teams looking for their first win in conference play. In purple is South Eugene, Roseburg in the home whites, and it's going to be a Roseburg basketball to start out the second half. Roseburg averaging 52.4 points a game. South Eugene averaging 48.5. Carson 6, Carter Stedman, Boston Williams, Colton Marsters, and Ben Pike on the floor for Roseburg to start out the third quarter. They'll be moving left to right on your radio dial. Lob underneath to Ben Pike. Too strong on his bank shot. Rebound tip to Carter Stedman. And Roseburg will get a second look to start out the third quarter. Out to the top, Marsters finds a spot in the defense, bounces that pass through. I don't know how that got through, but the pass goes back out to him. Out to Williams on a touch pass by Stedman. Baseline jumper, too strong. Weak side rebound. Pike couldn't hang on to it. Rebound pulled down by South Eugene, and they turn it over in the backcourt. A travel by Oscar James. So Roseburg trailing by 2, a chance to try and tie it up or take a lead here on this possession after they were empty on their first one. Roseburg led by as many as 12 in the first half. 7:28 to go here in the third quarter as we get things underway. Lob up the floor to Boston Williams on the left wing. Back to Pike in the corner. Pike out to the top. Crossover dribble to Williams in the corner. And a whistle, timeout called by Roseburg. Let's go ahead and use that timeout as well. A quick 30-second timeout. We'll come back with more of the action here on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Amelia Snow. I work in the intensive care unit at Mercy Medical Center in Roseburg. I have seen the terrible damage COVID has done to my patients and their families. Without a vaccine, people of all ages can get very sick, even if they were perfectly healthy before they had COVID. The COVID vaccine is safe and effective and will reduce your risk of getting so sick you wind up at Mercy Medical. Get vaccinated, and I won't have to see you in the ICU.
Out of the timeout by Roseburg. They'll have the basketball, run a play. Boston Williams, a catch and shoot three, and he finally got one on his 5th attempt of the game. Williams gets his 3, first of the game for Roseburg, and they're in front by 1, 25-24. Now trying to answer on the other side, a pump fake by Sabato, and he turns it over. He had an open look at a 3, didn't take it. Marsters running the point, going to get it up the floor, gets it to 6, fake, the bucket, and a foul. I was worried they were going to call a travel on Carson 6, but he's patient, got the defense in the air, and gets the bucket with a chance at a 3-point play. First foul of the second half for South Eugene. It is the second for Sabato. Basketball team, the JV team here, they're going to give us the feel of having some of the bum squad here with us, as they're up on their feet for the free throw here for 6. Carson misses, right iron, no good. Oh, and a foul on Solomon Nice as he knocks Boston Williams across the sideline into the padding. Nice, good pick up his third, too. So the three-point play doesn't work for 6, but Roseburg will get the ball back, leading by 3, 27-24. Inbound from the baseline. Into the corner, a 3 by Marsters. High off the iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Solomon Nice. Up the floor. One-handed pass by James to Nice. He takes a long 2, short, and the rebound collected by Roseburg. Up the floor comes the try. 6.5 to play, third quarter. Marsters caught underneath. Scoop pass out to 6 will get it to Stedman driving in. He's too short on the runner. Rebound loose, and it's pulled in by South Eugene. Up the floor, Valentini backs it out to James. James lost the handle on it, turns it over.
Robert Herbert comes in. Solomon Nice goes out.
So Roseburg will get it back, leading by 3, 6:12 to go here in the third period. Roseburg trailing by 2 at halftime. That was the largest deficit, largest lead for South Eugene. Roseburg up 12-0 in that first quarter, their largest lead. On the near side, Marsters driving in, gets right to the rim, too high off the glass, gets his own rebound, wants to go back up, but he's got so many in there. He does force it through, gets it to fall, and he'll head to the line for the three-point play.
Basket good.
5-point lead now for Roseburg, and a chance to make it 6 at the line. Marsters 0 for 4. The foul goes against Valentini, his second, third team foul of the third quarter for South Eugene. Free throw is short. That's going to need to be something they work on and practice this week. Up the floor quickly comes South Eugene, and it's a blocking foul. That'll be against Boston Williams, knocked to the ground. That'll send Valentini to the line for the first time tonight. 5:49 to go, third quarter. Roseburg coming out of the halftime break on a 7-0 run.
Isaac Valentini at the line for South Eugene.
Valentini buries the first one. Well, that has been an area where Roseburg could really have been in control in the first half and feeling good here in the third quarter. They could have made some free throws. Second free throw doesn't go. Ben Pike gets the rebound. 29-25. Roseburg up the floor quickly. Boston Williams right to the rim, but his runner too short. Just glances off the front of the iron and quickly picked up by South Eugene. Behind the back dribble by James into the half court. Working against Stedman out at the top. Left side of the floor. Crossover. One-hand pass right side at the right wing. With it, Thompson drives baseline, gets cut off. He might have traveled back in his way in. Turnaround jumper no good for Thompson. And Marsters at midcourt. An offensive foul. I believe Oscar James is the one that takes that, ends up on the ground. Actually, I think Parker Saunders, he was the one tapping his chest saying, yeah, you got me right here. Foul against Marsters, that's his second. 2 team fouls against Roseburg, 3 against South Eugene. 5-point lead for the Indians. Driving in, the runner too strong, and down with the rebound was Thompson. Out to James for a 3, no good. Hit Herbert there for the putback. 2 points for South Eugene, back within 2. Left side, Marsters, 4:49 to go here. We'll get it back from 6, around a couple of screens. Out to Stedman for a 3, open look from the corner, no good. Rebound down to 6, catch goes right to the rim. Carson 6 with the putback bucket on the second look for the Indians. 31-27, 4.5 to go, third quarter. Offensive, no! And that has Coach Humphreys fired up. Coming right up the floor quickly there. I think it was Saunders, Parker Saunders, who just ran right into Boston Williams. Williams didn't really have his feet set, so I could see that maybe angle on the call. I am not an official, though, nor am I a coach, so I'll let them argue that one out. 4:29 to go. James gets it straight away. Working against Pike. Head fake. Got Pike out of position, but Pike ripped it away. James keeps it stuck in the middle. Shot blocked. Marsters comes away with it. Out in front, pressure from the backside. He tried to dunk. He got rim checked. The ball out of bounds. Will go back to Roseburg. That would have been emphatic if Marsters could have gotten that one down, but he didn't quite get over the rim. Had pressure, defensive pressure all over him. Toss out to Six on the right wing. Six to Williams straight away. Want to get it to Pike at the free throw line. Catch, bounce into the corner. Olsen gets underneath. Wanted to go with the lay-in. It's too strong. Gets his own putback. Danil Olsen on the second look gets it to go through. Back out to a 6-point lead, Roseburg. 33-26, 3:50 to play, James driving in, jump ball called. Underneath, they call a jump ball. Out at the top, they call a foul, and it's going to be a foul against Roseburg. Two different calls, but this one will go against Roseburg. That foul goes against Six. Fourth team foul against Roseburg. 33-27. It's been a physical game. Both sides, a lot of pushing and shoving. Catch for Solomon Nice. He misses the 12-foot jumper. Put back on the offensive board by Saunders. Trey Saunders, he misses. And up the floor, Roseburg will go quick. Six got the defender in the air. His fall-away jumper, no good. Fight for the rebound, gets it himself. He'll pass it out. Marsters gets it to Williams. His three off the mark. Rebound, Six underneath. He gets the defense in the air, and he won't get the bucket to drop through. He was so close, but he will get to go to the line. Roseburg with the offensive rebounding, giving him a couple of looks there. Six at the line for two. And Roseburg continues to struggle at the line.
Like Sabato, coming in from South Eugene.
33-27 with 3:24 to go here in the third quarter. Second free throw for Six. No good. The rebound tipped to Herbert. Roseburg still struggling at the line. Up the floor quickly. Trey Saunders goes right to the rim, and he'll get hit by Spencer Six, who will pick up his third. Micah Mendoza ready to check in for Roseburg.
Call against Carson Six.
3:17 to go, and Trey Saunders will head to the free throw line. Roseburg basketball today brought to you by Chuck Swarman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? And by Dr. Alanson Randall, accepting new patients at 541-378-6694. Trey Saunders misses the front end. Carson Six with his 3 fouls will take a seat on the bench. Mendoza will check back in. Second free throw goes through for Saunders. 1 of 2 at the line, makes it a 5-point game. 3:16. Six looking to the sideline for the call from Coach Humphreys. Drives into traffic, lost the handle on it, turnover, James takes it away. Oscar James will bring it up for South Eugene. Right side, Vellatini into the corner for Herbert. 3, rims out, rebound, put back for Valentini. And it's a 3-point game, 33-30. Boston Williams checked by Trey Saunders. Saunders will pick up the foul there. And both teams with 5 team fouls now. Saunders picks up his first. South Eugene timeout. Let's go ahead and take one as well. It is 33-30, Roseburg in front of South Eugene on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Out of a South Eugene timeout. Our score 33-30 with 2:47 to go in the third quarter. Before we get back to the action, let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Roseburg basketball on The Score. .247 here in the third period. It's been a close one ever since Roseburg took a 12-0 lead. South Eugene has been climbing their way back, and they've made it close. Roseburg leading by as many as 6 here in this third period. But South Eugene has it at a 3-point game. Boston Williams got an inbound, and he'll get it in out to the top to Colton Marsters. Marsters holding, working against Parker Saunders. Deep squat for him. Marsters gets around him, gets to the rim, and dunks it! And Roseburg will take a 5-point lead, 35-30. Marsters with a big two-hand dunk and a whistle away on the right side. What a throwdown by Marsters. It'll be an inbound. It'll be an inbound coming up here for the Axe. Parker Saunders out to the top. With it on the right wing is Herbert. Bounce away to Parker Saunders. Saunders gets it. It's Trey to Parker. Parker finds underneath. And high off the glass for Blake Sabato for 2. Back to a 3-point game. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Tight one between Roseburg and South Eugene. Marsters, there's a foul called against Parker Saunders. And I've got him down for his third there.
Foul against Parker Saunders.
Both team with 6 now. Yeah, that is the third for Saunders. Inbound from the baseline for Roseburg. Olsen gets it in the corner. We'll back it out. Danil, the senior, right side, driving through traffic. Ball gets tipped to Ben Pike for a baseline jumper, but he was off the mark too long. Rebound. Ball tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with South Eugene. Minute 47 to go here in the third quarter. Make it a 3-point ball game. Chance to tie. Saunders, Parker Saunders, marked at midcourt, gets it to, that's Parker Saunders. He got it from Trey Saunders. Parker turns it over. Williams comes away with the steal. Boston Williams will bring it up the floor. Gets it to Marsters. Marsters makes the pass to Pike. Pike out to Mendoza for 3. Misses everything, but a rebound pulled down by Olsen. And Roseburg will get another look at it. Williams a 3. That one's short. Mendoza the rebound, and he'll get the second try on that possession for him. Third try for Roseburg, and they get it to go through. 37-32. Back to a 5-point lead. About down to a minute. Trapped on the near side, Herbert gets it to Parker Saunders. Bounce through the defense. Vellatini back out to Herbert for a 3. He swishes it in. Got knocked to the floor, no whistle. Second 3 of the game for Herbert. Big one there for the Axe. They're down by 2, 37-35. Boston Williams gets hammered. Blake Sabato and Trey Saunders there. I think it'll go against Sabato. And to the line will go Boston Williams. Sabato, I think that's his third.
Boston Williams shooting.
It is. 17th foul against South Eugene. Roseburg into the bonus, although they have not been able to make free throws. It's been killer. Williams misses his first attempt. 49.1 seconds to go. Second one goes through for Boston Williams.
Hunter Fullerton comes in for Roseburg.
Hunter Fullerton will check in for Roseburg. They lead by 3. Danil Olsen will take a seat. Inbound to Parker Saunders. Goes up the floor. Pike stepping in front of the pass. Will steal it away for Roseburg. Mendoza, he tried to find a cutting Hunter Fullerton, and he throws it away. And sub coming in.
Oscar James comes in for South Eugene. Parker Saunders comes out.
38-35. Roseburg in the lead. South Eugene getting the ball back and a chance to try and tie it up going to the fourth quarter. They led by 2 at halftime. South Eugene did. Roseburg outscoring them here in the third period. Roseburg led by 6 at the end of the first period. 26 seconds to go. Valentini with it out between the circles. Dribbles left against Mendoza. Back out to James at the top. James working against Stedman. Driving right side. Back it out. Crossover going to the free throw line. And then Marster steals it away with 7 seconds. Up the floor to Fullerton. He got forced out of bounds. No whistle. Rebound came down. And before the buzzer, count it! Micah Mendoza, 4-2. And I don't think there was a foul. No, there was. Mendoza's going to go. No, was there? I don't know. Mendoza looked like he was going to the free throw line. At the end of the third quarter, it is 40-35. Roseburg in front of South Eugene. We take a 60-second break here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Well, we go to the fourth quarter. Roseburg leading against South Eugene, 40-35. At the end of that third quarter, Hunter Fullerton as Roseburg got the steal, Fullerton was going to the basket. It looked like he got pushed. He didn't get the shot to go. South Eugene came down with the rebound, and it looked as if one of the South Eugene players tried to throw it off of a Roseburg player. That gave the ball back to Roseburg. Mendoza hit the bucket, went to the floor. I thought maybe a foul was called, but they did not. But Mendoza got the 2 before the third quarter came to an end. And so Roseburg on top by 5. South Eugene starting with the basketball here in the fourth quarter. A pass by Herbert, tipped. Last touched by Stedman, and it'll go back to South Eugene. South Eugene will have Herbert, Sabato, James, Trey Saunders, and Isaac Vellatini on the floor to start the fourth quarter. Timeout going to be taken by James. And Roseburg trying to say that there was a travel there by South Eugene. Timeout. Let's go ahead and take one as well. 30-second break. We will go ahead and get that in real quick here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
Well, it's been an exciting one here from Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. And if you're watching on 541radio.com and on the score, here's one of the big ones. Roseburg had a takeaway. And, excuse me, that's not the play we thought it was going to be. I'm going to try and show you the dunk by Colton Marsters, but I guess we didn't get it. 7:44 to go in the ball game here, early fourth quarter. South Eugene already using a timeout. They'll have one left. And nearly lost it. James threw his hands. He's able to get it back. Out to Robert Herbert for the 3. Off the front iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Stedman. And Roseburg gets the stop. They'll work quickly up the floor to find a cutting Ben Pike. Pike gets another one. He's got 16 in the ball game. 42-35. Roseburg in front by 7. Their largest lead since they were in front by 12 in the first quarter. Out at the top, Oscar James with it between the circles. One-handed pass. Gets it to the cutting Sabato, who tried to feed the backdoor cutter, Valentini. And he could not get it to him. Valentini had it tipped away. and he'll stay with South Eugene. The Axe with it on the baseline. James gets it into Herbert. Catch and shoot on the three. Looks short, and it is. Marsters comes down with it. Up the floor comes Roseburg. Marsters into the lane. No-look pass into the corner. Mendoza the three. He gets it. Mendoza knocks it down from long range, and Roseburg's in front by 10, their largest lead since the first quarter. 45-35, Roseburg feeling it here in the second half. James, double team in the backcourt, will get it across the timeline, gets it to Trey Saunders, drives in. I don't know if that was supposed to be a shot or a pass. It got tipped either way. He got it back, put it up, and a foul called. Ben Pike trying to get the rebound from the backside, called for the foul. And I believe that'll put us at the bonus now for South Eugene as well. The Axe with one timeout left. And I think Roseburg with 3. Daniil Olson checks into the game for Roseburg. You've got Fullerton, Olson, Pike, Mendoza, and Stedman on the floor. Free throw rattles around. The 1-and-1 will get a second look as that ball dancing on the iron falls through for Blake Sabato. Ben Pike having a huge game, gets a round of applause as he goes to the bench. Carson Six will check in. Also a substitution, Robert Herbert comes out. Back into the game, Leif Thompson for South Eugene. Second free throw coming here for Blake Sabato. Sabato, back iron. And it'll stay with South Eugene. Olson got up there, got his hand on the basketball, but lost control of it, couldn't pull it in, and he was the last to touch it. Parker Saunders inbounds from the baseline. Well, inbound, tries to go through traffic, ball knocked around. Fullerton on the ground, couldn't get it. Parker Saunders comes up with it, makes a pass to James, and now the Axe can set up their half court. Nice with it in the corner. He'll step back for the three. No good. Rebound on the other side, pulled down by Mendoza. 9-point game, Roseburg in front of South Eugene. Micah Mendoza in the center circle. Crossover, left side, backs it out. Near side, Fullerton, catch and shoot three. He rattles it in, his first shot of the game. Hunter Fullerton, not cold off the bench. He knocks that one down. Roseburg in front by 12, matching their largest lead of the game, and they steal it overway in the backcourt. Mendoza gets it into Fullerton in the corner. Back-to-back, no. Falls off the iron, back out to him. He no-looks to Mendoza near side. Roseburg another look at it. Mendoza gets his shot blocked. South Eugene comes up with the stop there. Bring it into the half-court. Ball and on the sideline, Mendoza sliding to get to the loose ball. Touches the sideline, but still gets some celebration from his teammates for the tough effort trying to knock the ball away from the Axe. 5.5 to go here in the ball game. Roseburg trying to pull away for a win. Their first in conference play. Parker Saunders gets it in the backcourt, racing away from Fullerton, stops, puts the brakes on, gets it to Solomon Nice, backing in against Six, back out to the free throw line. Getting it, backing in, Thompson, probably could have traveled, lost the handle on it. It'll stay with South Eugene. Tipped out of bounds by Roseburg. Saunders will inbound from the baseline. One-handed bounce pass out to Thompson at the top. Nice gets it, goes to the free throw line. Sabato passes it out. Parker Saunders a three, no good. Down with the rebound. That is Carter Stedman. Mendoza will get it on the left side. Roseburg, 5 minutes to play, leading by 12. Crossover by Mendoza, he'll back it out. Closely guarded by Sabato. Gets free, goes baseline, into the big body of Nice. Got his own rebound. Mendoza, 2 looks at it, gets the second. And Roseburg is in front, 50-36, a 14-point lead, their largest of the game. And a timeout taken by South Eugene with 4:49 to go here in this fourth quarter. This is the replay we wanted to show you from earlier. Colton Marsters. This was an emphatic dunk that really got things going in that third quarter. He just got the edge, got right to the rim, and threw it down in the middle with 2 hands. What a play for Marsters. Marsters with 4 points in the ballgame. Leading scorer for Roseburg, but he hasn't had a chance to really get a whole lot going. He's 0 for 5 from the line, which has been brutal for him. Ben Pike, though, having a big game here today. 14 points in this one. Make it 16 with 2 points here in the fourth quarter. And Pike, the senior, having a really nice night for Roseburg. But a team effort. A lot of guys getting into the scorebook tonight for Roseburg. 8 guys total in the scorebook. In fact, everybody that has gotten into the game has scored except for Hunter. Nope, Fullerton has scored now. Jace Wilder is the only guy that has not scored in this game that has been in for Roseburg. Leading scorer on the other side for South Eugene with 12 points, Robert Herbert. Only player in double figures. South Eugene just 1 point so far here in the fourth quarter. (50-36) your score out of the timeout by South Eugene. They'll have the basketball. Here from Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. Parker Saunders. Pass it away to Solomon Nice. Marked by 6, who gets a hand in there, nearly knocked it away. Pass to the free throw line and a push by Mendoza. That'll send him to the free throw line. Both teams in the bonus at the moment. So heading to the free throw line will be Sabato. Roseburg basketball brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. And remember to stick around for the post-game show for the Mountain Mike's Pizza Player of the Game. They'll receive a $50 gift certificate to use at Mountain Mike's Pizza here in Roseburg. The 1-and-1, and Sabato will hit the front. He'll get a second. 13-point game. Blake Sabato at the line. It's now 2 of 3. And he will miss a second. Follows a pattern he had the last time he was at the line. 13-point game. Roseburg up the floor quickly. Carson Six gets the defender in the air. His jump shot from 6 feet off the mark. Applying pressure in the backcourt again. Tough pressure. Roseburg not making it easy on South Eugene. At the left elbow with it is Thompson. Pass it away out to the top to James. To Nice. Well beyond the arc on the right wing. Looking for those cutters on the left side of the floor. It's not there. He'll take the dribble. Gets it to Thompson in the corner. Right side working against Olsen. Olsen got a hand on it. Strips it away. Thompson wanted the foul. Didn't get the call. Roseburg up the floor. Pass left side. Tipped out of bounds by South Eugene. Intended for Hunter Fullerton. Roseburg will have it at the end of their own bench. Somebody for Roseburg's got to get over there to inbound it. It'll be Hunter Fullerton. Stedman will come to get it. Mendoza on the right side. Crossover. Gets to the right block. Hit by Blake Sabato. And that'll send Micah Mendoza to the line. Now, it could have been the act of shooting. So we'll see. I'm not sure, 1-and-1 or a 2-shot foul. 2 shots here, so Mendoza will get a pair. Mendoza hits the first. 8 free throws now made for Roseburg. They've been struggling at the line here in this one. Today's game brought to you by Good Vibration Solutions. For home theater and automotive audio, you can feel it at Good Vibes. Second free throw. Rattles around and will drop in. 52-37 your score. Under 4 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Oscar James in the backcourt working against Fullerton. Lost the handle, almost out of bounds, but it'll go to Trey Saunders, who gets it back to James. And in the middle, jump ball call. And the arrow favors Roseburg. And Oscar James asking for a foul there, did not get the call. And the pass up the floor here to the near side to Fullerton. Takes it into the half court. He drives baseline into 2 defenders. Lost the handle. And a technical foul called against Oscar James. He was chirping a little bit after not getting the call on the other side when the jump ball was called. And now James gets called for the tech there. And that'll send Daniil Olsen to the free throw line. He has not been there yet tonight. Nope. They're going to change it up. Olsen, I think, is going to shoot free throws. And Hunter Fullerton's going to shoot the technical free throws here. 52-37 our score with 3:36 to go. Fullerton hits the first of the technical free throws. Roseburg basketball brought to you by Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces in the area. Well, no. Fullerton missed the second. He's get more. So he's 2 of 3 now from the line. I guess maybe the foul was on him, or the foul was while he was shooting, so now he's got the free throws here. 2 of 4 from the line for Hunter Fullerton. Timeout taken by Roseburg. Let's go ahead and get one in as well. 30-second timeout. Roseburg leading 54-37 against South Eugene on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Sports fans, it's Joey Kieran with the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. We're bringing you more local sports content as we change up our weekday sports lineup. We've got the Bald-Faced Truth with John Canzano, noon to 3 every weekday, and then from 4 to 6 is the James Crepia Show. More local sports talk here on Douglas County's home for sports, the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
$17-point lead for Roseburg, their largest of the game, trying to snap a 3-game losing streak and trying to get that first win in conference play. They have been able to put the pressure on here in the second half. Roseburg trailed 24-22 at halftime. But since then, they've allowed just 13 points to South Eugene. And Roseburg right now, they are on a 32 to 13 run here in the second half. After the technical, Roseburg will have the basketball. Oscar James has gone on to the bench after getting that technical called against him. Colton Marsters nearly turned it over, gets it, drives baseline out to Fullerton, head fake, driving to the free throw line, pass out to Stedman. Stedman will set up the offense with 3:20 to go. Left side to Marsters, bounce it into Stedman, working against Parker Saunders, finds the cutting Ben Pike, but his finger roll is off the mark. Up the floor quickly, pull-up jumper, will not go for Saunders. Trey Saunders, that rebound tipped out of bounds, stays with the Axe. There'll be an inbound from in the sideline in front of the South Eugene bench. Trey Saunders around Fullerton. Pass out. Parker Saunders for 3. Back iron no good. Rebound pulled down by Vellatini. Another look for South Eugene. Vellatini misses his shot. Rebound tipped out far. Fullerton, his pass, saving it back in bounds, was picked off by Trey Saunders. Now on the other side, it's Marsters, takes it away, and he finds a wide open Hunter Fullerton. He was slow getting up after that last series, and so he was wide open. 2.5 to go. Solomon Nice gets it out at the top. Bodies fall on the floor. Trey Saunders misses his. Nice got the rebound, but can't get the putback. He'll go to the line. Things getting a little hectic there on that one. Back and forth we went. 56-37 the score. 19-point lead for Roseburg, their largest. Nice, missing the front end. Second one no good. Marsters down with the rebound. Up the floor into the half court. Stedman has it. 2:20 to play here. Roseburg in front big against South Eugene. Marsters gets it left side. Ball poked away by Parker Saunders. And a foul is called. Saunders.
Foul against Parker Saunders.
Appears to be happy about it. He'll pick up the foul there. His fourth. And that is into the double bonus now for South Eugene. Or excuse me, they're over the limit. Roseburg's into the double bonus. Roseburg with 9 team fouls, so South Eugene almost into the double bonus. Marsters will get the first. Everybody's happy for him. He breaks his stride of 0 for 5 at the line. Makes it a 20-point game, and that's it. Roseburg gets the rebound, though, after the miss at the line. Marsters driving in. No, he can't get it to fall. That one just rolling off. But the rebound pulled away by Roseburg. They get the steal on the outlet, and it's Ben Pike for another 2. Pike having a huge game, 18 for him. 59 to 37. A whistle on the other side. I think are going to count the bucket. Yeah, they'll count the bucket, and going to the line is going to be Isaac Velatuni. Subs coming in. Vredenberg going to check into the game. Jace Wilder into the game. And also coming in is Owen Bentia. As Roseburg's up by 20, they were up by 22. Velatini will cut it back to a 19-point game. 59-40. Minute 45 to go. Fullerton getting harassed in the backcourt. Bentia will get it up the floor. Now an offensive foul called. Parker Saunders. Parker Saunders drawing that foul, the senior guard. So that'll be Bentia's first. Inbounding here on the near side, Robert Herbert. Get it into Saunders. No look to Velatini. He drives in. Floating jumper. That was pretty for Velatini. He gets 2. 17-point game. Foul called against South Eugene. We'll go to the other end, 1-1. That goes against Velatini. So other end we go. This is 2 shots here with the double bonus. Roseburg trying to get over the 60-point mark here with a minute 28 to go. And Fullerton will make it. He's 3 of 5 from the line. Gets Roseburg to 60 points. Micah Mendoza will check out of the game, gets a round of applause. That brings in Mark Oha, the junior. A number of JV guys out on the floor for Roseburg. Second one goes through for Fullerton. A couple, 2 swing guys. Vredenberg picks off a pass up the floor. And Roseburg will get the ball back, leading 61-42. Fullerton out to Bentia, to Oha. No look pass to Vredenberg. Runner is short. Rebound tipped up, ends up in the hands of Robert Herbert. Closing in on a minute to go. Ball nearly taken away by Bentia. Pass out to the front. Oha diving for it. He's called for the foul. 61-42 with exactly 1 minute to play in this one. Foul on Oha is going to send Parker Saunders to the free throw line. Saunders scoreless in the game, so he's going to try and get his first. And he will not there at the line. Stays a 19-point game. Roseburg leading by as many as 22 here in the fourth quarter. Finishing strong. Second one goes through. Parker Saunders gets his first point of the game. 61-43. Pass tipped out of bounds over by the scorer's table. Inbound goes to Fullerton. We'll run the offense here in the late stages. Vredenberg working against Herbert. Nearly lost it. Gets it back. Tried to make a pass around the defense to Wilder. Does not get it there. Out in front. Here comes Trey Saunders. His shot will not go as he's fouled. And Vredenberg's going to pick up a technical.
Technical foul against Asher Wittenberg.
Apparently, Asher Vredenberg called for a technical foul due to language. 41 seconds to go. So at the line will be Trey Saunders. He gets the first of what I think will be 4 free throws here. Second free throw is no good. Roseburg basketball sponsored by Fisher's Hearth and Home, Flyaway Travel, Roseburg Honda, Barnes Heating and Cooling, by Chuck Swarman Family Auto Repair, and by Dr. Alanson Randall. Fourth free throw coming up, and very consistent. 2 for 4 at the line. Make, miss for Trey Saunders. 61-45. They're going to inbound here at midcourt after the technical foul. South Eugene keeps it nearly. Stepped on the sideline here after the inbound pass. Turnover by South Eugene. 39.5 seconds to play in this one. It's pretty much all done but the shouting. 16-point lead right now for Roseburg. They've scored 21 here in the fourth quarter. Mark Oha running the point. First action for him in a few games. Bounces it. Baseline jumper by Bentia off the mark. Rebound down to South Eugene. 24 seconds to play. Up the floor to Vellatini. His lay-in no good. Rebound pulled down by Wilder, and a jump ball called. It'll stay with South Eugene. Parker Saunders inbounds from the baseline. 18.7 seconds to go. Into Trey Saunders. He gets it, head fake, got free. His shot off the mark. Parker Saunders pulls down the rebound. In the corner, he'll draw a foul. 11.6 to go. Roseburg still playing. Roseburg still playing real tight here.
Parker Saunders shooting 2 for the Aggies.
Parker Saunders, 1 of 2 from the line the last time he was there. He'll miss the first here. (61-45) our score. 61-46. Saunders hits the second. 10 seconds to go. Bentia going to walk it into the half court. That was close to an over and back. Did not get called. Mark Oha going to be marked by Saunders. Saunders tries to poke it away and will not.
61, South Eugene 46.
And the final score is going to be 61-46. Roseburg gets their first win in conference play. They will go to 4-9 on the season. South Eugene will fall to 1-11, and they get the 15-point victory here tonight. We'll go ahead and recap it for you when we come back here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother, and I am an American soldier. I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
As a doctor, I kept myself safe from COVID by following all the proper protocols. Then I visited my family, and we all got COVID. I debated getting the vaccine since I gained the COVID antibodies. I changed my mind because I learned the antibodies may not offer full protection. But getting the vaccine after COVID can help prevent you from getting sick again. It also lowers your risk of getting someone else sick. So whether you've already had COVID or you're still unvaccinated, please get the vaccine.
Well, we welcome you back here to Robertson Memorial Gymnasium as we wrap things up here on this Saturday afternoon. Roseburg getting a win for the boys in the nightcap of our doubleheader. The Roseburg boys winning against South Eugene, 61-46. Joey Keyran here with you, putting together the final numbers on this one here for both of these teams. It was a chippy one out there tonight. Both these squads really kind of playing some tough, hard-nosed defense, but things got a little chippy at times. That's why we saw 2 technical fouls called in this one here tonight. Roseburg jumped out. They were hot. They start out a 12-0 run against South Eugene. South Eugene didn't score for the first 7 minutes of the ballgame, but they would chip away at that lead and finally tied the game up at 18-all in the second quarter with 4 minutes to go. Fought their way back to make it a tie ball game. It was back and forth, and then South Eugene taking their first lead of the game just in the closing seconds of the first half. They led 24-22 at the break. But in the second half, Roseburg holding South Eugene to just 22 points as they would go on to score 39 points in the second half, and Roseburg would pull away, leading by as many as 22 in this one. They win 61-46. First win in conference play for Roseburg. They're now 1-1 in the Southwest Conference. They are 4-9 overall, snapping a 3-game losing streak. South Eugene goes to 1-11 overall. They've now lost 5 straight, and they are 0-3 in conference play. Big one here tonight for Roseburg. They needed a win, and they got a heck of an effort out of Ben Pike, who finishes with a game-high 18 points in this one. He scored the first 10 points of the game for Roseburg to help them start out strong. Let's go ahead and look at your individual scoring from this one. First for the visiting South Eugene Axe, and it looks like I'm missing 2 points somewhere in my scorekeeping. 12 points is what I got for Robert Hervert. Trey Saunders with 10. 8 points for Isaac Vellatini. Then 4 points for Solomon Nice, Blake Sabato, Oscar James, and then Parker Saunders picked up 2 points in this one. That's the scoring I have there, but again, missing probably 2 points in that one. On the other side, and I didn't get a chance to add it up for the total score, but I'm going to guess that I'm close at least. Let's go with these numbers. 18 points for Ben Pike leading the way. It's a new season high for Ben. He scored the first 10 in that first quarter and finished strong for Roseburg, scoring 4 in the fourth quarter. 18 points for him to lead the way for Roseburg. Also in double figures, Micah Mendoza had a big one-handed jam in this one, finishes with 11. Then 9 points for Hunter Fullerton, all of those coming in the fourth quarter. 6 points for Carson 6, 5 points for Colton Marsters, 4 points for Boston Williams, Danil Olson with 4. Then we had 2 points for Carter Stedman, and that rounds out your scoring for the Roseburg Indians here tonight. It's time now to name our Mountain Mike's Pizza Player of the Game here in the post-game show. And as we wrap things up for you here this evening, our Mountain Mike's Pizza Player of the Game is going to be Ben Pike. He actually obviously had a huge night tonight, scores a new season high with 18 points, and was huge in the first half, scoring 14 of his 18 for Roseburg as he helped keep the Indians in it. And then Roseburg, he helped them pull away in the fourth quarter, scoring another 4 there. Ben Pike is your Mountain Mike's Pizza Player of the Game, receiving a $50 gift certificate to use at Mountain Mike's Pizza off of West Harvard Avenue here in Roseburg by the 124 interchange with I-5, and just a hop, skip, and a jump away from Robertson Memorial Gymnasium here on the campus of Roseburg High School. Coming up next for South Eugene, they'll be playing a non-conference game against the Thurston Colts on Monday. For Roseburg, their next game is going to be on Tuesday as they play a makeup game on February 1st against South Medford. The girls will be at home for that one. The boys will be on the road. We'll be traveling to Medford to catch that one for you as Roseburg takes on the Panthers, trying to get a second consecutive win in conference play. That'll be a big one there. South Medford, one of the top teams here in the Southwest Conference. So that is a look at what is coming up. We've got a busy week next week of high school broadcasting. We've got boys basketball on Tuesday. We'll be covering Roseburg wrestling on Wednesday on senior night as they host Grants Pass. Then we are back to action on Friday covering Roseburg boys basketball as they will be hosting Grants Pass. And then we will be back to action on Saturday as the Roseburg boys and girls will travel to North Medford for games down there. And we'll have both the boys and girls games from North Medford there. So boys basketball Tuesday, wrestling on Wednesday, boys basketball on Friday, and boys and girls basketball on Saturday. That is our schedule, and you can always check it out at 541radio.com to find out what's coming up on the radio and on our video stream as well. All right, folks, that's going to do it for us here tonight. I want to say thanks to South Eugene for making the trek down here and appreciate them being good sports and good sportsmen in today's game. The girls, South Eugene girls winning 49-28 against Roseburg. The Roseburg boys winning 61-46. I want to say thanks to Athletic Director Russ Bolin, head coaches Chad Smith and Jordan Humphreys. Say thanks to them for allowing us to bring you another season of Roseburg High basketball here on The Score. Want to say thanks to Craig Ortega back in the studio for the radio production here today. And want to say thanks to our helpers here at the gym, Jazz McLean, Noah Smith, as well as Melanie Abreu and Jada Russell. We really want to say thanks to them for helping out with the video production, doing the video camera for us here tonight. Very much could not do this all without their help as well. As always, want to say thanks to you, the fan, for tuning in for today's broadcast because, of course, without you, I'm just a guy sitting here talking to myself. I'm Joey Kieran. We'll talk to you guys on Tuesday when Roseburg boys take on South Medford from down in Medford. Looking forward to that one. It's going to be a late tip, I believe 7:30, so that means the 7:15 pregame show coming up on Tuesday. We'll have that for you here on The Score and online as well. So tune in for that. Don't forget, we've got Oregon State basketball coming up tonight here on the radio. Pregame starting at 6:30 as the Beavers visit Eugene to take on the Ducks. And a big rivalry matchup there. Can Oregon State get their season back on track a little bit with a big win over Oregon? We will find out. It starts with pregame at 6:30. Mike Parker with the call starting at 7 o'clock tonight. You can catch it right here on Douglas County's home for sports, The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.